all right. The much anticipated and requested solo Dark Zone build. Now, I have been using this build for about a week now, just getting my exotics and, what have you, farming in the Dark Zone. I've made several videos with this build because we've been farming the Dark Zone not only for the the Ravenous, but also the Bighorn and the EB, because the targeted loot has been really gracing us with some nice AR and rifle drops. But nevertheless, it is time for the build breakdown. So here we go. My new solo Dark Zone build. What's going on, YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 build video, and shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. And in today's build video, I'm going to bring to you my latest solo Dark Zone build that you can use right now and have fun either solo or in a group. It doesn't matter. But let's be real, the Dark Zone, it's, dog eat dog. So if you're in a group, you might have a better chance. So I will show you all solo gameplay. That way you can see that it can be done solo. And then that way you can also use it with your friends and have even more fun. And if that sounds good, well, you know the spiel. Sit back, relax, grab that popcorn. Don't forget to hit that like. Subscribe if you haven't already. And let me know what you think in the comment section below. And finally, shout out where you're from. It's cool to see where everyone is from. But all build videos start out the same way. Build breakdown first, and then all of the gameplay at the end. That way you see how I put the build together, and then you can see how I use it. But here we go. My latest solo Dark Zone build. Starting with the specialization, I am using the Technician specialization for the +1 skill tier, and that gives us a tier 2 decoy and a tier 2 EMP sticky. As far as the weapons go, you can use whatever sidearm you want, but I highly recommend the primary and secondary weapon. For this build, with it being the Dark Zone, I want you to try to copy this build as closely as you can. That way you can get the same results, because this one is tailor-made for the Dark Zone. Now, with that being said, our primary weapon is the Pestilence. This thing's fully maxed out, max expertise with armor damage as that bottom attribute. And the reason why we're using this is because of the talent Plague of the Outcast. So while you're shooting your enemy, it will build up stacks, and it is a damage over time debuff. And the more stacks you get, the more damage you deal, and it is all weapon damage. So no status effects or anything needed. You just shoot the enemy and get them stacks. Now with this one, at expertise level 30, we're sitting at 89k total damage. For our secondary, though, it is the rock and roll shotgun. I highly recommend an ACS 12 or a named variant. So the ACS 12, the lefty, or the rock and roll shotgun. Now, the reason why I'm using the rock and roll shotgun is because of the talent Perfectly Extra. This increases my magazine size, and it gives me more rounds to hit the target, gaining more stacks. Remember, you just have to get up to 100 stacks and then switch back to your Pestilence, and you're good to go. But you're more than welcome to use a normal ACS 12 or a lefty. It doesn't matter, but the rock and roll gives you that bigger magazine size with Perfectly Extra. Highly recommend. Now, as far as the build setup, it is a striker build, so 4 pieces of striker. We have the Memento exotic backpack and the everyday carrier named chest piece. Now, we are using the Memento for the stacks, so let's go ahead and start there. So the Memento gives us 2 things. It gives us all 3 core attributes, so we're able to be really tanky and deal considerably amounts of damage, and also have some good skill efficiency. Now, not only that, but you can pair up the long-term buffs with the short-term buffs. So the short-term buffs are based off of your core attributes. So every time I pick up a trophy, I get 5% weapon damage, or a 60% bonus armor, and 5% skill efficiency. But that's on top of the long-term buffs. So remember, you can pick up 30 stacks and get 30% weapon damage, 30% skill efficiency, and 3% armor regeneration. So we're combining both of those, and that's how we're getting so crazy strong. Now, I do have pulse resistance mods across the board just for PvP. People like to try to pulse you, and the more pulse resistance you have, the faster you are off of that pulse. So I have 80% pulse resistance on this build because of my 3 pulse mods, just so you know. But we just got done talking about the Memento. Now let's talk about Striker. So the Striker gear set bonuses for this build, we get weapon handling, rate of fire, and Striker's Gamble. All of these help out the Pestilence. So the weapon handling gives you more accuracy, stability, swap speed, reload speed, everything that helps out your overall DPS for the weapon. And you get that rate of fire, so our Pestilence is actually over 1,000 RPM, which is insane. And we have all blues. So we're able to get all of the stacks, we're able to get the weapon handling, we're able to get all of this survivability and deal all of this damage at the same time. Now, as far as the attributes go, everything's armor, armor regeneration. Because we get 3% armor regeneration from the Memento and we get 1% from the chest piece. Now, the 4-piece Striker's Gamble talent that we have for this build, it increases our weapon damage every time we shoot an enemy. It stacks up to 100 times, but it only deals 0.65 weapon damage per stack. So we only get 65% weapon damage total whenever we're fully stacked up. But that 65% goes with the Memento 30%, and we get another 5% every time we pick up a trophy. So right there, that's your 100% weapon damage total. As far as the attributes for the Strikers, we have armor, armor regeneration, and pulse resistance for the mask. For the gloves, armor, armor regeneration. For the knee pads, armor, armor regeneration. And for the holster, you guessed it, armor and armor regeneration. Going to the chest piece, we have the Everyday Carrier. This is the named Bellstone Armory chest with Perfectly Efficient. This is probably the best talent in the game for the Dark Zone. It increases your survivability by, it's ridiculous. I would say tenfold, but it's not really like that. You initially only get 4 armor kits, but this can help you turn those 4 armor kits into like 10 or 12 or 14 armor kits, because it does have a 75% chance of not consuming, and it really does help you out. As far as the Bellstone Armory brand set bonus for this build, we do get 1% armor regeneration to go with the 3% from the Memento. We have armor, armor regeneration, and hazard on the build with pulse resistance. And that's the build. I mean, it's really not that bad. It's a tank build, whole bunch of armor regeneration, and we get a whole bunch more whenever we're fully stacked up. For the skills, I do use the Decoy and the Dark Zone, and I do use the EMP Sticky. Remember, the EMP Sticky not only takes out skills, but it also staggers your enemy. And let's finish up with the stats. This is for the Pestilence. We're sitting at 89k weapon damage, 29.8k for PvP. Bare minimums for crit chance, crit damage, headshot, but we do have armor damage and damage to targets at a cover. For the offensive tab, we're sitting at 55% all weapons at damage bonus and 30% LMG damage bonus. So every time we're using the Pestilence, we're sitting at 85% damage bonus total. For the gear talents, we do have kill confirmed on that backpack, perfectly efficient on the chest piece, and Striker's Gamble on the rest of the items. We are just under 2 million armor. We have 44.5k armor regeneration before all of the other stacks. We are at max health of 363k, and we do have 10% explosive resistance, but 20% hazard because of that one roll, but the rest of it is due to my watch level. So here's my disclaimer for all my build videos. I am sitting at watch level 14,209. That means all these boxes are maxed out 50 of 50. If you are at or above shade level 1000, you can copy and paste my build and get the exact same numbers and results, excluding expertise. And if you are below shade level 1000, some of these boxes are not going to be maxed out. So when you go to copy and paste my build, some of your numbers might be a little bit lower. It's okay. Don't freak out. It's still a great build to use. I promise you. But remember, the Dark Zone does take expertise. So the higher the expertise you are, the better, because it is the Dark Zone. And with that being said, I do have max weapons for the Dark Zone. I have a max Memento and a max chest piece with max skills. The Striker items are not maxed, nowhere near, but never say never. Maybe I could get this sucker up to 2.1 million armor whenever I'm done. But all right, that is it for the build breakdown. If you found that helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form, hit that thumbs up. Support the channel by subscribing, and let me know what you think in the comments section below. But I am Kamikazevondoom. Take care of yourself, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, yeah, and enjoy the solo Dark Zone footage. Ah, snap. Wait long enough and you get another supply drop. Let's go. Easy peasy.
DZ drone. Hostile volunteer drone detected.
And the boxes are back. Oh man.
Contaminated gear detected.
About to do the exotic farm again.
Zone drop.
Oh, we did get a freaking exotic out of that. Very nice.
I see one. They got me pinned down.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
Going around.
Turn around. Damn it. I'm trapped here.
Well, hold on. Why are my stacks not on? Yeah, they're dropping them.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
Where is it?
Fancy gear won't protect you.
I was about to say. Oh! Yo, there's another boss?
Contaminated gear detected.
There's another boss back here? Why did it just show me? I swear I just saw a name back here. That was weird. I don't know, that was weird. Alright. Keep it going, whatever. Always some sort of shenanigans in the DZ. Oh, those were y'all.
Retrieving contaminated gear.
There we go. We extracted an exotic earlier. We've picked up quite a few. But then by the time I gave up, the supply drop came back, and I was like, ooh. Let's start another server run. This is my exotic farm. I'm just going the opposite way that I was going earlier today.
Now detecting
Oh,
contaminated gear.
another exotic. Yo, first 2 chests, 2 exotics. Let's go. It's been very quiet. Maybe because Tony Hawk Pro Skater came out today. Yo, I was playing the crap out of that. I'm not gonna lie.
Contaminated gear detected.
I was playing a lot of Tony Hawk today. We did our little DZ session earlier this morning, and then did Tony Hawk, and now we're doing another DZ session. Nothing crazy. But this is a really fun solo Dark Zone build. And then whenever you get your stacks up, you're, crazy strong. Not only that, but then the pestilence ticks and everything. I mean, it's really good. The armor regeneration, the perfectly efficient whenever it actually wants to work. I mean, let's be real. It's hit and miss. But when it works, whoo, man, does it work. There's no exotic or heroics next to these like there was earlier. Boring. Let's see. Big money, big money, big money.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
Negative. Yeah, there's no landmarks on these chests either. Oh, there we go. There's one landmark. We'll knock them out. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Run! Yeah, was this challenging? Yeah, the doggies get melted.
Like that, cabron?
Straight melted.
Incoming hostiles detected. Contaminated gear
Ooh,
detected.
another exotic. Nice.
Weapons free!
We're getting them.
Contaminated gear.
Ouch!
Bad luck.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Incoming hostiles detected. Come over here. Yep.
I keep pinned down!
Oh! Oh, it's because the controller's way over here. GG's, GG's. Yeah, some y'all.
Landmark cleared.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Keep doing our run. How many exotics are we at today? I think we started with 7. Now we're at 17. Very nice. Very nice. That's good. And we still have a handful of boxes to hit. Cool. Amen. My solo Dark Zone runs have done their job today. I have a whole bunch of exotic. I need one more exotic to do 2 upgrades. Because I think they're 9 exotics each. So if I'm at 17, that means I need one more. Uno mas exotic. Or would it be exotica? Uno mas exotica? And there it is.
Gear.
Nice. Okay.
Incoming hostiles detected.
What's that?
Nice vector. Yeah, we're just getting a lot of DZ resources again. But we did get our exotic, so I don't care. Now we'll be able to upgrade 2 more. So I think that means I can get my Regulus from 28 to 30. That's going to be awesome. We're almost done with that exotic farm, though. We have we have 2 more boxes. And then we'll go to extract again and be done. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. I'll probably cut these runs and splice them together just to show you what 2 runs in the Dark Zone look like. It's nothing too hectic, especially with the right build. And I mean, I'm not going for any gear or anything. I'm just going for the exotics.
Now detecting.
Hey, we got another one. Nice. Yeah, we've gotten over a dozen exotics today. So that's good. And then if anyone ever tries to sneak up on you, you'll have your max stacks, you'll have your pestilence, you'll have everything. You'll be alright. You will be okay. I promise. That is it for me. It seems like another quiet Dark Zone.
Contaminated gear.
Ah,
detected.
we're gonna get one. There we go. And we're out of here. Let's see, where do I want to extract this time? Yeah, it shows me another named boss up here, right there. Alright, hold on, let me get this named boss. It shows me a named boss over here. It's shown me this twice now. Where?
Engaging enemy.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
That was so random. You guys see that? Such a random named enemy to be sitting right there. That was weird. Alright. We'll extract up north and get out of here. But that's it. Nice little DZ run. And now I have enough exotics to max out my Regulus. Or we'll max out another exotic. I don't know. We'll see. Making everything from 28 to 30 is super costly, man. I really wish they would rework the expertise system, because it does take a while to get these exotics. I mean, even in the Dark Zone, I mean, yeah, I did get over a dozen of them today, but you have to think that took, what, like 30 minutes or so in the Dark Zone? I mean, it took a while. So, I don't know. 25% chance. It's good sometimes, and sometimes it's really, really, really bad. But we lucked out today. And I showed you my newest solo Dark Zone build. So, there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Now let's extract.
Chopper inbound.
Trying to encircle it. Shit, they're out. They took him out. I'm Oscar Mike. Engaging targets.
Not bad. Now we have a whole bunch of stacks around here just in case. Okay. Not bad. $30. Nah, this Dark Zone's dead.
Helo almost at extraction zone.
And we started it with the supply drop, so Probably an empty dark zone. Yeah, there's no one on the nearby. There's no one even on the recent. It's been a while since I've seen a player. Alright. Let's go. Ah, Joker's online. Shout out to the DOD. Disciples of Doom. But nah, there's no one in this lobby. Let's just get out of here. GG's. It's pretty much like that earlier today. Found the one person and then that was it. They went farming. Alright. Take care now. Bye-bye, Dean. I'm Kamikazevondoom. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I hope you enjoyed the build. Put it together. Let me know what you think. Shout out where you're from. That is it for me. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.
Exiting invaded dark zone.
Solo Dark Zone gameplay. We are now in DZ West. And it is invaded. And we just saw the supply drops. So let's go hit it up. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up, support the channel by subscribing, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. But this is my new solo Dark Zone build featuring the Pestilence, Striker, and Perfectly Efficient. We are matching that up with the Memento Bag to give us more weapon damage, more armor regeneration, more skill efficiency, and it's actually a lot of fun. Oh, got it.
What?
We got it, we got it.
Proton has expired.
Send it.
Bro. What is up with the status effects?
Hostile bombardier drone.
Holy
detected.
crap, man.
Hostile explosive seeker mine detected.
Maybe it's because I have no stacks. There we go. Let's start getting some stacks on.
Now detecting contaminated gear detected. Contaminated gear.
Just so you know, that was 5 bosses all at once. Alright.
Contaminated gear detected.
So we got all the bosses down. A full bag already. Holy crap. So what you want to do for DZ XP is you want to extract at least gear set items and named items.
Contaminated gear.
Those give you the
retrieved.
most XP whenever you go to extract. Alright, let's move on to the next. We're going to hit all the exotic boxes. So we already got the supply drop done. Got a little sketchy there, but that's because I had no stacks and we went up against nothing but named bosses, so that was pretty fun. Let's see what's popping over here. Get our exotic components. And have some fun. Here we go.
Landmark engaged. Now detecting contaminated gear.
No exotic. Come on. Another dog? Oh, healer. Healer box. Gotcha. Ooh, look at that armor bar.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Yeah, we'll leave those hostiles. Let's get out of here. Go get my exotics. We're nearly max on stacks now, which is perfect. There's a heroic over here next to this exotic box, so we'll start that one as well. But we'll pepper in these landmarks, mess around. That way when we come back to them later, maybe we'll have some stacks flying around.
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Contaminated gear detected.
Dude, no exotics so far? This is just very unlucky. Very unlucky. Alright. Hopefully the next half of these boxes will give us some exotics. That sucks. There's another heroic on this exotic box as well. Now, because we already hit the supply drop, we know it's on a timer, so we can come back and hit these heroics. I guess we might as well hit them now while we're doing these exotic drops. But let me know what you use as a solo player in the Dark Zone. I do like the St. Elmo's for the shock.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
Dude, no exotic again.
I see you there.
Very unlucky.
Contaminated gear detected.
Very good. But they run over here?
We just lost the mini tank.
Incoming hostiles detected.
I think they're gonna pop up over here. Yep.
Incoming hostiles detected.
And then these guys are gonna spawn over here. Yeah. They do it like back and forth.
Keep your head down.
Now detecting contaminated gear. Now
Oh,
detecting
exotic.
contaminated gear.
Been a while since I've seen one of those. Let's see.
Landmark has been cleared.
The Dread Edict. Ooh, I got a System Corruption chess piece. Ooh, nice. That's a good pickup. But I did get the Dread Edict. I should extract it, but I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. We'll hold on to it. It's nothing too crazy. Not like it's an eagle barrel or a bighorn or anything, but damn. That was a pucker moment. Yo, it's another heroic over here. Wow. Okay. Okay. All three exotic boxes, all three heroic landmarks. Let's go. Say I won't. Say I won't. Friday night. Solo Dark Zone. Yeah, go this way.
Fire!
Incoming hostiles
Easy
detected.
peasy.
Contaminated gear.
Exotic! Let's go!
Detecting additional hostile
Now, if they spawn
contacts.
there, that means they're about to spawn here. Oop.
Hostile hive detected. Contaminated gear detected. Landmark has been cleared.
And I'll use all of these stacks later. Oh, this one has some ammo. There we go. Booyah. And I mean, we're just flying through the heroics with ease. Gonna see how many DZ resources we'll get before we have all exotic named and gear set items. Those give you the most DZ XP whenever you go to extract. I was running! Run! Making my rounds. Getting me exotics.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
Exotic! Let's go! Hell yeah. So that's 2 so far I've gotten, and I have the Dread Edict on me, so that's 3. All within the same loop. I haven't even done a complete loop yet. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Contaminated gear.
Exotic! Oh my gosh. Let's go. And we're at max stacks. Perfect. Keep it going. Keep it going. I do like DZ West. Out of all 3 of them, this one's my favorite, I believe, just because of the environment. I think DZ South is one of my favorites just because of how small it is.
Now
Out of all
detecting
3 of them, I do
contaminated
like
gear.
West the best. Alright, so we were not able to get any other exotics. Go ahead and Knock all those down. There we go. All right. Let's see. Any other heroics? There's a heroic. There's actually 3. All right there next to each other. Let's go. Let's go. And then if we get another supply drop or whatever, maybe we'll take on that, or maybe we'll hit these 3 landmarks and then extract. I don't know. But this is my solo Dark Zone build, featuring the Pestilence Striker, the Memento Bag, and the Everyday Carrier. So when everything is said and done, you have 4% armor regeneration per second. You have another 30% weapon damage, and another 30% skill efficiency. Good stuff all around. I think this is the heroic that I left, right? Pretty sure.
Lost a man here.
Nice.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Over.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Entering the area.
Oh, they're there again.
System malfunctioning. Now detecting contaminated gear. System back online. Landmark has been cleared.
Dread Edict. Heraldi. Ooh, Mozambique. Ooh, Virginian. Look at that. Getting a whole bunch of named items now. Very nice. Pick that up. Keep it going. Oh yeah, there's a heroic right here. Very cool. I can get rid of that Uzina. There it is. Oh yeah. Not a bad run if I do say so myself.
Engaging landmark. Incoming hostiles detected.
I'm going to say they're going to come from this way. Yep. Almost like I already knew.
Contaminated gear detected. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
And this set's going to come in from this side. Oh no, it didn't. Crap.
I see the flame.
There's another person up in here. I see. I see. Ooh. That's a healer.
Detecting contaminated gear.
There we go.
Landmark has been cleared.
Okay. Looks like he's just trying to farm too. Alright, we'll let him farm.